Race day. By now you've probably already seen the video of the racing. What we're gonna do today is I'm gonna show you kind of like a behind the scenes of what it takes to get this thing ready for a race day like today. I'm not complaining, but what I want to show is that you really, at this, I guess, level, you really just have to love the sport, because it's a pain in the ass. Gone are the days where you could just get in this car, drive it to the track, run a 12-second pass, and come back home within an hour or two. So, first thing, let's pull this thing out and we'll go over all the details. First things first, I wash the car. I want to make sure the car has plenty of fuel for what I'm going to be doing, racing, and this time a cruise, and then some spare fuel to bring with me just in case. So the last step for the car really, and something I should do when I bring it home, is I raise the tire pressure back up to about 25-26 pounds. I want to double check my CO2 bottles and make sure that they're not completely empty. This is something I also do during the week because I can't find CO2 on the weekend, so I want to make sure that that's done. Usually between races, either fixing something or upgrading something, and this is what my workstation ends up looking like after a few late nights. So we got to get all this gathered up. I have a regular toolbox that I keep some very basic tools in. Just in case I don't have my tools, but everything that I need to go racing is usually in these portable bins. Wash stuff, electrical, wrenches. This is my every round box. Heavy things like drills, impacts, Allen wrenches. I've got a box of sockets, and then also a box with my suit in it. We're gonna need a jack, we're gonna need some rags, we're gonna need a cooler, we're gonna need a jack stand, another cooler to hold ice in, we're gonna need some chairs, we're gonna need a fan, we're gonna need extension cord, we're gonna need a light, we're gonna need, I think that's it. and we gotta clean out the trailer too. I think that's it.
Hi.
Start it up.
Strap her down. A hot day like today has this floor ultra beaming. It's rough right now. Luckily, the first thing I found about having a trailer and doing these cars is that it is a pain to strap them down. But I got smart. I ended up welding hooks on the bottom of the frame rail, so all I have to do is just hook it, and then go. It made strapping the car down twice as fast, and to me, especially on a late night after racing and being tired, that is a big plus. It's hot. Set it down. Good boy. So because I'm a YouTuber, it adds a different element to what I bring to the track, right? It's not just racing purposes stuff. Now that I'm showering clean, I just want to check over my gear, make sure everything's good. The most important thing is making sure I have my safety gear, making sure I have fuel, and making sure that I have my laptop. The laptop I tune and adjust the leave, boost parameters, everything with. That thing has to be charged. I usually plug it in the night before and make sure that I bring that with me. So that bag, my camera bag stuff, and all that, everything there, that comes with me as well. Waiting for a buddy to arrive and we can close up the trailer door. It's hot out there, and get going. We've got to make one stop before we head towards the track. Luckily here in Houston we've got quite a few of them, but we are actually at a Buc-ee's. They have the best ice when it comes to ice using for the air to water in the cooler. My buddy Colin over here. I'm actually doing a separate video. It's behind the scenes of what it takes to do this kind of stuff and the bullshit that we go through. You know? I've already filmed like 2 hours of me loading the trailer. Right. Hopefully we don't go through that today, but we just gotta pick up some ice. We gotta get some drinks because it's hot as hell today, so we've got to stay well hydrated. Food, we're gonna need that later on, and a secret I'm gonna show you, a pro tip I'm gonna give you here in a minute. My lovely wife with her let's get to work shirt over there. Ooh. Did y'all have to buy so much stuff?
I'm hungry.
Alright, so we got 6 large bags of ice. So we gotta put about 4 or 5 in there, 1 in the cooler for the drinks and food, and then we'll be good. Pro tip, when you go racing, maybe it's just me, but I don't know if it's the G's, the 60 foot, or the smell, or the sun beating down on us, or what it is, but usually halfway through I develop a serious headache. So every time we stop to get ice, Advil, for sure.
Sad.
I take some Advil. I am not sponsored, but I take some Advil beforehand and then during, and that usually clears me up. But yeah, pro tip: get some Advil.
Hydrate.
And hydrate, yeah. It's 1:30. Gates open at an hour and a half. Gates open at 3. We like to. I like getting to these things early because, especially this one, the lot is small, and there's gonna be a lot of people here. And if we don't get here early and get to the front of the pack, we're gonna be way out in the back. So looks like we got here pretty early because we're the second guy in line, and we should get right up to the front. Should be an issue. We just gotta wait out the hour and a half before the gate opens. But that's just what it is. It's hot in here.
Ugh, that's gross.
Big shout out to my dad, Scary Fast, Texas, because Canopy coming in clutch today. Got our banner up. Most of the stuff's getting unloaded. Our table, our chairs, our fan that's blowing hot air on us. And I'm gonna leave the Bullet in the trailer for now until, you know, spectators open.
And make like a little bag.
Got ice in my head.
Ice in your head. Whose idea was this?
Your idea.
And the finale. The last thing we gotta do is getting late. Usually we hang out a little bit, eat a little bit, rest a little bit, talk about what happened. But we gotta take this canopy down, start packing everything up, pack my tools. This is usually where everything just starts kind of getting thrown into the trailer. Luckily we're not that far from home. Just pack everything up and get going. It's middle of the night, and the last step really is to annoy my neighbors, start my car, and get it out of the trailer and into my garage. And that pretty much wraps up our night. And that, ladies and gentlemen, pretty much concludes the whole thing. Just need to finish unpacking the trailer. My point to the whole video, this sport, you really gotta love. I mean, this is a hobby that you really gotta love at this level to do it consistently, because when we're at our peak, we're doing this 4 times a month minimum. So it's rough. It can get rough really fast. But luckily for me, I enjoy it. If you enjoyed it too, please hit the like button. That's it. We're gonna wrap up the video here, and I'm gonna get to work. Unfortunately. Hopefully, I didn't wake anybody up.